You ever notice how a kid learns? Not by trying, not by grinding, they just absorb. They sit in the room where language dances, tones, rhythms, patterns, and their little right brain sponge goes, "Oh yeah, I get this." They don't know they're learning, they just are. Then school shows up with its ruler and says, "All right, here's the alphabet, kid. Don't mess it up." And bam, now you've gone from symphony to scales, from feeling the music to dissecting the notes, from jazz to grammar, from flow to friction. And that's the story of how most people kill their intuition. See, the unconscious, it's a pattern-seeking beast, a beautiful chaos engine that sees connection everywhere. It's like the night sky, all those stars. The mind draws constellations, not because they're there, but because it feels them into place. And that's how meaning is born, not from definition, but from relationship. But when you get drilled into duality, right or wrong, true or false, this or that, you start slicing reality into pieces so small that you forget it was one thing to begin with. You forget the language was once a dance. The truth was once a melody. That you were once an explorer of infinite metaphors, not a test taker. So imagine reversing that. Imagine unlearning the rigidity. Imagine noticing how your mind already links patterns in faces, in nature, in timing, in deja vu moments, and realizing that's your intuition flexing. That's the real you, remembering how to read energy like a language. Because everything is a language. Frequency is a language. Emotion is a language. Your heartbeat is Morse code from the soul. You already speak in vibration. You just forgot to listen. Now science. Neuroplasticity, mirror neurons, right hemisphere processing. Your brain literally learns by pattern, not by rules. When you're in a creative flow, your prefrontal cortex chills out. Your brainwaves drop into alpha and theta. That's intuition time. That is when you download. That's when ideas come in sideways, not through logic, but through resonance. The same way jazz just happens. And spiritually, it's the same thing. You're not learning to channel. You're remembering how to listen to what's already speaking. You're not developing intuition. You're getting out of your own way. When you stop labeling everything, stop asking, is this real? Am I right? Is this light or dark? You slip into that liminal zone where everything merges, where spirit and science shake hands, where language and energy are one current flowing through you. And yeah, that's scary because control freaks hate mystery. Ego hates surrender. The part of you trained to be right will scream when the infinite shows up and says, "Hey, maybe you don't need to understand everything to know it." But that's where the upgrade happens. That's where you start to see the code behind the code. How every belief is just a pattern that can be rewritten. And if you rewrite your patterns, you rewrite your frequency. And if you rewrite your frequency, you rewrite your fucking life. So imagine what happens if you don't. You keep thinking you need more data, more proof, more letters, more rules, more boxes. You end up fluent in limitation. You can conjugate fear in every tense. But you never sing your own language. So here's the deal. Stop overanalyzing the melody. Start dancing with it. Start noticing the patterns under the surface. The ones that whisper instead of shout. Start treating your intuition like a radio signal that's always on. Every moment you relax the left brain's grip, the right brain lights up and goes, finally, I can breathe, I can play, I can see the big picture again. Because learning isn't memorizing, it's remembering, it's pattern recognition, it's energy literacy. So yeah, forget the alphabet for a second. Go listen to the rhythm of life. Because once you start hearing it again, you realise that everything, absolutely everything, was always connected. You just had to zoom out far enough to see the jazz in the chaos.